Hi, and welcome along to AFTV Transfer Daily, the show that keeps up to date with players that have been linked with a summer transfer move to Arsenal. And yeah, I'm trying to be. I was on the News Daily show last night, and I said to James, James, listen, I want to be positive now from now till the end of the week. I've done all my ranting, I've done all my negativity, feeling towards Arsenal. However, we need something to change the mood. We need something to lift the mood, and there's still a bit of doom and gloom around. I mean, it's still painful from the weekend. The loss to Brentford, the lack of transfers that we've seen, that hasn't lifted the mood at all around Arsenal. They've even had criticism from sponsors, the Visit Rwanda guys, who incidentally, they signed a new deal with Arsenal, said to be worth about 10 million a year. So even though they're criticised, they've still signed a new deal. And the fact that we got Chelsea at the weekend to look forward to. But listen, I'm going to try and stay positive. Here's something to be positive about. Happy birthday going out to Pierre-Emerick. His birthday today. What would we do for a striker and a player like that right now? Wow, what a player. I was privileged to see him playing for so many years. But happy birthday going out to Thierry-Henry. What about our other strikers, though? Lacazette and Aubameyang. The rumours continue. However, I mean, listen, we all heard this stuff about them being ill. Lacazette's ill, Aubameyang's ill. Now we're hearing that actually, this is what the rumours are coming out and saying, that they had COVID, or at least the strong rumours that Lacazette had COVID, but I think it's a Daily Mail reporting that both of them had COVID. There's even reports that the whole Arsenal team had to take tests before the Brentford game, and that the game was in jeopardy at one time of being cancelled. So if they have got COVID, it explains why they were missing last week, and it explains why they probably will be missing for this week's game. But is that a problem to come out and just say to people that they've both got COVID? I mean, I don't understand why Arsenal, if this is true and it's COVID that they've got, and as I said, those are the strong rumours, I don't understand why they haven't just come out and said they got COVID. Because what it's done by just leaving it up in the air is allowed all these rumours to just fly around. There were no rumours before, really. There were rumours about Lacazette because we know his contract situation, but no rumours about Aubameyang. And then all of a sudden now, Barcelona, this team interested. He wants to leave. Is there a rift between him and the manager? I don't know why it was just left to hang in the air. But if they have both got COVID, hopefully they both get well soon and they can both be well enough in time to play that game. Certainly they won't be able to train if they've got COVID. And also it depends how bad they've got it. Remember, Aubameyang already has had malaria recently, so having COVID on top of that won't be great. There is, though, still the rumours about the swap deals, swapping Aubameyang with Philippe Coutinho of Barcelona. For me, it's a bit of a dead rumour. If you look into it, there's not much substance to it. We know that Coutinho is not really part of Barcelona's plans. They haven't really included him in the squad. They're desperate to get rid of him. But I don't think there's any way that Arsenal are going to do a swap deal for Philippe Coutinho, who's still recovering from a knee injury, although he's said to be kind of over that now. It would be madness to swap, your top striker, even though we know he had a bad season last year, for Philippe Coutinho. And for me, this rumour is a non-starter. It makes a great story, makes great rumours, but for me, the rumour is a non-starter. I just don't understand. Well, I do understand where it's come from because, as I said, the door has been left open for these rumours to flourish. There is another rumour coming out of Barcelona, and it's about one of their wonder kids, Alex Mariba. He's age 18. As I said, Barcelona youngster, plays in the midfield, valued at around about 22.5 million. Now, again, this is another one of these situations where Barcelona, with the huge financial trouble that they're in, and I think their president was talking about it yesterday, that they're in an absolute mess, over $1 billion in debt. $1 billion. And Mariba's only got 12 years left on his contract. They're trying to sign him to a new deal, Barcelona, but he wants to get an improvement on his wages, said to be on around about 13 million euros a year. And loads and loads of clubs across Europe are after him, Arsenal included. I think, all the top Premier League clubs, I see Liverpool are interested. I think Tottenham want him. He's wanted, the usual suspects over there in Germany, Leipzig, Bayern, all looking at him. And he could be on his way out. He's said to be a really, really talented midfielder. And again, a young midfielder. And we know that Arsenal are sort of looking at these sort of a younger type profile of players. But they're going to face a lot of competition if they're going to get that one done. But they're said to be very, very interested in the Barcelona Wonderkid. Everybody comes out of Barcelona as a Wonderkid. Arsenal, we've been told that, Mikel Arteta has been given a green light and has been sanctioned to make 3 more big signings before this transfer window closes. So what are those 3 signings going to be? We know from the start of the window we need an attacking midfielder, and they're still closing in on Martin Odegaard. He could be signed before the end of this week so that he could be ready to play. Well, actually, no, you know what? When I think about it, he wouldn't be ready to play in that game against Chelsea because he's going to have to quarantine, isn't he? Similar to what's happened with Lukaku, that he's had to quarantine. So even if they did get this deal done this week, when I think about it, he wouldn't be, despite what some of the publications are saying, that he would be ready to play for this week's game. He wouldn't be because he's going to have to quarantine. But anyway, they're trying to get this one over the line this week. Negotiations are still continuing, but it does look like this will happen and that Martin Odegaard, unless somebody comes in for him at the last minute, and there have been rumours linking Liverpool with him, but I do feel he will be heading to Arsenal. So that would be one of the big signings. The other one of the big signings we know is a goalkeeper. We've spoken about a couple of days ago about Freddie Woodman from Newcastle, the youngster who played at the weekend. He's one of the so-called targets. Johnson at West Bromwich Albion, and of course Aaron Ramsdale. Although we were told that Arsenal completely walked away from the Aaron Ramsdale deal, we were told that Sheffield United are saying that he's absolutely not for sale for anything less than £30 million. However, it is interesting that Sheffield United are trying to sign Robin Olsen, who was at Everton, wasn't he? He's plays for Roma, and they're trying to sign Olsen. Now, if they sign Olsen, that's going to pave the way probably for Ramsdale to leave Sheffield United. That we've heard rumours that he may even be looking to force a move. So I don't think the Ramsdale one's dead. Again, I think this is going to be one that's going to continue up until the transfer window. But again, we've got to get that sorted out. Who do we think that third target will be? We know that the big problem that we all seem to be looking at is the right back position. Now, are we going to get a right back in? I spoke yesterday about, Hector Bellerin said to be really unhappy at Arsenal and definitely wants to leave. But then even then, you've got Cedric, you've got Chambers, Ainsley Maitland-Niles. Probably going to go out on loan, but I'd like to see him tried at right back again, because I think that out of all the players that have been tried there, apart from, the obvious Bellerin is there, I always liked Ainsley Maitland-Niles there. Probably going to be on his way out this summer. But, I'd give him another try in that area. But, no real news really on a right back. And for me, Arsenal, that's a position they need to fill. But if out of those 3 signings, surely that's got to be one of the positions. Doesn't look like it's going to be sort of that defensive deep line midfielder, because Granit Xhaka reportedly signed his new contract extension yesterday that's going to keep him at the club until 2025. Sensible move or bad move? What do you guys think? But Xhaka will be at the club until 2025, and he signed a contract extension. Remember, start of the window, it looked almost certain that he was going to be leaving for Roma, but it does now, well, more or less confirmed, even though they haven't really announced it yet, that Granit Xhaka will be here. So what is that other, what are the 3 big signings going to be? As I said, we know attacking midfielder, stroke creative midfielder, Odegaard. That's what that's going to be. Goalkeeper, still looking like it's Ramsdale, even though there's still a bit off. There's still a lot of negotiating to do. And then what's the other position? Will it be striker? Because you still got Lacazette, who's only got a year left, but they can't get rid of Lacazette at the moment. They've got no suitors. They can't get rid of Eddie Nketiah. Remember, they needed to get rid of those two so that they could get Tammy Abraham. They can't get rid of those two. So will it be a striker? Will Aubameyang stay? Is it more than COVID? I think so many questions to be answered, and it's going to be a really, really interesting August the 31st for Arsenal, because there's still players to be bought in and there's still a whole load of players to leave. So listen, the saga continues at Arsenal, and we will keep you. That's what it's like, isn't it? A saga rather than a transfer window for Arsenal. Robbie, stay positive. Stay positive, right? The saga continues. We will keep you up to date with it right here on AFTV. Don't forget to check out all of our content this week. We're going to be previewing, of course, the Chelsea game at the weekend. Don't forget, AFTV News Daily is on tonight. It was an absolutely brilliant show last night. You guys were really involved last night, I can tell you that. Make sure you check that out at 6 p.m. UK time tonight, live to the world. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to this video. Like this video, subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all tomorrow.